Amigos and amigas, today I bring to you, to your YouTube feed, I bring you one of the worst, and I mean absolute worst stories my eyes had the privilege to see. I don't know if it was a privilege. I think at this point, I'd rather be blind. So I found this article that said, Oklahoma man, 24, is charged with the R word after he took his pregnant 12-year-old girlfriend to the hospital to give birth to their baby. Where do we even start here? Do we start with the 24-year-old guy, a grown-ass man with hair in his balls, being with a 12-year-old? Is that where we start? Or do we start with a 12-year-old being pregnant and delivering a baby? Take your pick. Where do we get started on the what the scale? Because to me, this is a 10. This is a 10 out of 10 when it comes to craziness, disgustingness, and just all around patheticness. I don't know if that's a word. I mean, how do you allow your daughter to date a 24-year-old guy in the first place? You're a horrible parent. But wait, but at the end of the video, everything comes full circle. Everything makes sense. Juan Miranda Jera was charged with first-degree this of a minor after allegedly admitting to dating a 12-year-old girl and getting her pregnant. And they've been dating since October 2020. October 2020. This girl was what, 11? How are you such a shitty parent that you just say, oh, mija, you're dating a 24-year-old guy. Yeah, keep it up. I mean, make sure you get pregnant by the age of 12. This is such a horrible moment because the guy clearly ruined his life. The girl, her life is over. It's ruined. It's absolutely destroyed. She's barely getting into middle school and now she has to change diapers. Now she has to feed an extra mouth. It blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind. I mean, I'm 22 and somehow a baby just appeared in my fucking bed. I wouldn't even know what to do with it. I am not ready to have a fucking kid. And that's as a 22-year-old who, you know, is secured, you know, financially and everything. I'm like, you know, I'm good. I don't even want to imagine how it must feel to be broke and being 12 and having to take care of a kid. It blows my mind. I just couldn't do it. I honestly don't know what I would do. And don't get confused, I am not blaming the girl at all. Who I am blaming are the shitty parents and this fucking loser right here. They just continue reading. I mean, this just keeps getting better and better. An Oklahoman man has been arrested for this after police said he brought his 12-year-old girlfriend, pregnant girlfriend, my bad. He was calling his girlfriend to the hospital to give birth to their baby. Officers were called at the hospital for a report of a potential this involving a 12-year-old girl in labor July 14th. The suspect, 24-year-old Juan, and here we have a picture of them. This guy is 24 and here we have a 12-year-old who's pregnant. Who the fuck allowed this? And why are they throwing a baby shower here? Is the family supporting this? Wink wink. I mean, this is expensive. I mean, you got balloons, you got various fruits, various cakes. Maybe I'm blind, but I see like fruit and cakes, you know, the background, the decorations. The family thought of this and they said, you know what, champ, you're 24, you're not going to university, you make like $100 a month, you're a loser, pathetic. Let me throw you a baby shower and congratulating you, yes, you, Juan, I believe that's your name, for getting a 12-year-old pregnant. I mean, you're the man right there, right? Once again, I am not blaming the kid at all. The kid didn't know better. I am going directly at this fucking loser right here, this fucking clown right here, because he's an adult. There is no excuse for this behavior. I don't care if the family supported it or the mom's family said, yeah, you know, take this 12-year-old, take her, she's yours, treat her however you want. I don't care. This guy, as a 24-year-old man, should have, you know, had the brain capacity to say, oh my god, this girl is 12, how am I going to get in bed with her? Like, it's common sense, really. And if you were even a decent human being, you would have walked away from this. You wouldn't last almost a year in that relationship with, once again, a 12-year-old girl. So if this guy tries to blame the family, oh, the family allowed it, the family, you know, made the baby shower, that doesn't matter, dude. You're 24, you're an adult, okay? Your brain kind of works and you took advantage of an 11-year-old at the time. Yeah, you're a shitty person and I hope you get life in prison, okay? I've said it before and I'll say it again. My mind is still blown, and I mean absolutely blown, by the fact that people get arrested for, you know, having a little bit of weed in them, in their pocket, in their car or whatever, and they get jail for life for carrying some weed. And this guy, you know, is probably going to get a few years and then he's gonna go out despite what he did it being completely worse. I mean, let's just say it. So once again, I will never understand how you can get more time, you know, potentially life in prison, and some people have, for having some weed on them. And people like him, rapists like him, get a fine, get like 5 years, and then they're off. Completely stupid. Police say Miranda Jara, the dad, proudly told him he was the father of the baby girl his girlfriend was about to deliver, and seemed confused as to why the officers were called to the hospital. Is this guy mentally ill? What is wrong with him? I mean, clearly he is. I mean, let's just keep it honest here. Delusional. I'm sure his family and the girl's family were all in. So to him, I mean, the relationship has been going on for about a year now. So I'm sure he was thinking, I mean, no one's questioning me. Everyone treats me the same. They threw us a fucking baby shower, and I have her as my profile picture on my Facebook account. There's nothing wrong here, is it? This is so disgusting. I just can't believe people like that exist. Holy shit. But I'm glad they're getting caught, and hopefully they get a long ass jail sentence. The age of consent in Oklahoma is 16 years old. This guy couldn't wait 4 years. I mean, in 4 years he would have been 28. The girl would have been 16, which still doesn't make it okay. Just because that's the age of consent doesn't mean it's morally correct to do it. The age of consent could be 12, and not in the fucking California. Are they creeps who are going to take advantage of it? 100%. But I, as a 22-year-old, would never want to involve myself with a minor. Absolutely not. Have you spoken to kids before? I'm only dating people 18 plus, okay? I'm not dating any fucking 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds. I mean, the conversations you're going to be having with them, or maybe this guy just likes to manipulate people, who knows? But yeah, I will never ever understand liking little kids, liking minors. This guy's older than me, and he was with a 12-year-old. Like, you couldn't get someone your own age? Are you that much of a loser? Or someone close to your age? But 24 and 12 ain't it. Neither is 28 and 16. And he was charged with first-degree this, but police said he could face additional counts related to underage pregnancy. Let's go. I'm celebrating this. Juan Miranda remained jailed as of Wednesday on a $50,000 bond. He is due back in court August 26. His time is up. And here we have a now deleted, now taken down Facebook page. We have, him, the douchebag who looks like, Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit, but Mexican and stupider and worse. And yes, Limp Bizkit does have some bangers, okay? But going back to the video, here we have him publicly admitting this guy thought it was normal. This guy had no shame. We have him admitting to being in a relationship with the minor. A 12-year-old shouldn't have to go through this, honestly. But here we have a gigantic plot twist, ladies and gentlemen. Amigos and amigas. Mother arrested for child neglect after daughter gives birth to a 24-year-old man's child. A few weeks ago, we told you the story, blah, blah, blah. At the time, we received many questions along the lines of where were the parents, which, yes, where the fuck were the parents? Were they out partying? Were they drinking? Were they sipping tequila? What was up with them? Where were they? Because any kind of responsible parent will be, on this 24/7. If I was a dad and, I found out that my daughter was dating a 24-year-old guy as a 14-year-old, I'm grabbing my gun. Like, straight up, I'm grabbing my gun. So yes, I've been wondering where the fuck were the parents. At the time the investigation was ongoing, the investigation revealed that the victim's mother and family members were aware of the relationship between the victim and the creepy guy. The family permitted the relationship, and there are photos of the family throwing a baby shower for the victim and the suspect. Oh my lord. And what are these eyebrows? Angry Bird looking as eyebrows. Oh my god, I could smell her from here. And she smells really bad. She smells like expired tacos, like tacos that were left in the fridge for about 5 months, and then they took them out and they threw some sauce and tried to eat them. That's how this woman smells, okay? We can now see that the 12-year-old mother, and then the name, has been arrested and charged with enabling child sex abuse and child neglect. The victim's father is currently in prison serving 12-year sentence for, first degree this, unrelated to this case. This is an arrest, not a conviction. So I guess this runs in the family. I feel so bad for the girl. I mean, she clearly didn't deserve this. This is such a fucking crazy story. The whole family knew. Even the fucking abuela from the looks of it. And now the mom's arrested, thankfully. I mean, the victim's dad went to jail for rape. So it's just a shitty ass family. All around, it's just a fucking disgusting, shitty family. And once again, I do feel bad for the 12-year-old because some people may say, oh, she knew, she was okay with it. You gotta take this into consideration. This girl doesn't know better. This is all she knows. She's not raised like us. If you're 18, you don't go after, 14-year-olds or 15-year-olds. As an 18-year-old, you don't go after a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old. So yeah, I guess it runs in the family. The dad arrested, the mom arrested, the pedophile arrested, the girl home free with the baby. This is tragic. This is fucking horrible. I don't even know what to say. I just hope she gets the help she needs because once again, this girl didn't know better. This is all she knows. This abusive behavior is it's normal to her. I don't know. The video is way too long and I've talk to way too much. But anyways, guys, what do you guys think of this situation? And once again, what are those eyebrows? Anyone alive who has these type of eyebrows should honestly be arrested immediately, and feels like she got a cheap 99-cent marker and just fucking drew it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sitting through this crazy, bizarre story. What a way to ruin your life. You only get one shot at life, and this is how you mess it up? This is what you decide to do with it? You don't decide to get the bag, to hustle, to grind, to be rich, to be successful, to get education, to be this, an artist, musician, anything. You decide, and I'm in America, the land of opportunity, where I could be anything I want to be. And as a 24-year-old, I decide to do it with a 12-year-old, 11-year-old. What a waste of life. And I hope that guy gets absolutely destroyed in jail, because if this was, I don't know, my sister or my daughter, if I had one, I will probably go to jail for the things I will do to the guy. Thank you very much for watching this very, very long video. I want to give a big thanks to my channel member for the continued support. You guys are the goats. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. It really, really means a lot. You can become one, starts at 99 cents. That's a great way to support my channel if you enjoyed it. And now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go drink some water. And I'm gonna go pray for like 30 minutes now. This story, fucking crazy. All right, guys, have a fantastic day. Take care of yourselves. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Peace out.